Imagine you're in empty space and you
Is that working? Why is this not working? That's got unplugged, that's why. Give me a minute, chat. Give me a minute. Test. Anytime at all I get my sound systems changed. There we go. Okay, we can hear me. I go over here, I get down like this. Good. Discord back over here. There we go. Sorry about that. My microphone / camera was unplugged. So today, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm tired. I'm still a little bit ill from yesterday. But in Bladesong chat, or in Share Creations, after January 21st, has image. I'm gonna redo this. Oh. So we're gonna need all these again. But I'm going to go through. This is going to be an underrated list stream. And I'm actually abandoning the idea of it being an underrated list. This is going to be a highlights list, including an underrated list. We will, at times, go in and take a look at what each piece is in Bladesong. I'll get creative mode up and running in the meantime. But... Hold on a second. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. Now I'm gonna redo my avatar. Or do I? No, I don't. My headphones came unplugged. Everything was unplugged today, including me. All right, yeah, so as I was saying, we're just going to go through the list and see what people have made and take a good look. Sort by old. I'd love to be able to make this the entire screen. Is it January 21st? Or is it January... Sort old. Probably going to be the same. Oh no, when did it get released? I'm gonna jump to this. Oh, right. It is the 21st. It is. Either way, we're gonna get into it. All right. Let's find the second olive of Bladesong. Good. Let's find our place and start going through it. Two Worlds is demo. Tiny sword. Oh, there it is. So it begins. So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's notable, what's different. Honestly, that's kind of a comfy looking sword. Not going on the list, but it's kind of comfy looking. We got a Rainmaker piece. I'm not a fan of the geometry near the strong, but that's a me thing. Still very good, all the same. Then we have the slew of compliments for Rainmaker, as usual. Robin doing some stuff with... Okay, here we go. Here's some creations. We have a trident. Today is going to be a little bit chill. In fact, I'm going to put on... Can I get some royalty-free music? Royalty-free bangers. Let's trust it. Let's trust it. Just to have something in the background, right? Oh. Discord's frozen. Oh, there we go. I think we already have the trident. No, we start with Rainmaker's lightsaber is the first one. We're just gonna start grabbing things. Huh. Jackalope with an elvish saber. I think it's intended to be elvish. Yeah, Elven Blade right there. I'm going to take off top chat, put on live chat. There we go. Forgot about that part. And I do have both of these going, right? Yeah. Yeah, yesterday I was sick. Really rough stomach. I still don't know what was wrong. It just kind of hurt for a day. I was not good for anything. Ooh. What have you got done here? I think something's a little screwy here. No, okay, it was just the compression. That's an interesting way to do it. Fuller engraving. What else do we have? Ooh. Hello? Do we have a full sword out of this, or is this just the beginning of one? What the hell is this thing in my drafts? I don't remember it. We can't count it. Not bad. This is going to be the stream for the most part. We're going to just walk through. No cross-section. Mysterious sigil. Or one cross-section, mysterious sigil, no neighbor. Not bad, though. Not a bad color scheme. Of course, we got an unlucky kid who is just the goat when it comes to making historical weapons. At least the goat that we have. Rainmaker's pretty good. Delight Tricks won't release his stuff to us yet. Rondell Dagger. So we're looking for things that bring inspiration, not just things that are good. Which is why I haven't just been grabbing all the goats. Like that Baydana we just passed by. The degree to which this is unreasonable for most people is wild. I think this is actually a Quillen put up through the blade with gnome tech. Unless it was here, around, back up, do the curl, straight out, back this way, do the curl, straight back down, and do the blade this way. I wonder what the resmag... You know what, let's look at the resmag on this one. Huh? Open sesame. All right, we're going to deal with some ads coming through on Spotify. Which is annoying, but, you know. Until you get enough money to not have to pay people money. I just had a... That was weird. Alright. God. We're gonna turn that down. Oh, it's only change width. I see. That is gnome teched in. Just cleverly disguised. Local forecast elevator disco ultra lounge. Kevin McLeod, the goat. Just a simple old sword. What's the? There's our gnome tech. Is that curved or is that? Yeah, okay. Used a. Oh. I see what people are talking about with the new. Oh, goodness. I see the problem. The new free cam mode. I can see the issue. We can't go up and down. As easily. It tries to slide away side to side faster than it does forward and backward. And because the camera orbits, you can't really place it easy. If we try to move side to side at all, it shoots off. Okay. We got that part. Where's OBS gone? There's OBS gone. Where's AO? Sorry I didn't have one yesterday. But, again, like I was saying earlier, I was in pain. I still don't fully know why, what caused it, but I was just having stomach pains all day. Simple Enchanted Bastard, we have our... We need to make a library of this. We need to make a library of this type of hilt. What do we got? Hybrid Katana Messer. Not bad. But we need inspirations. That's what we're doing this stream for. Like this one right here. Almost looks like the Predacon symbol. Do we have Lover's Blade already? On the list. Copy message link. So that's a Momo piece. We only have one Momo piece on here now, so it's Momo. Heart decal. Oh. What? We're going to turn this into our underrated list. Or now it's a highlights list. Our inspirational list. The Rapier of Redwall, which has a very funny thing. Just very tiny. Oh no. Kevin MacLeod again. Oh. Matches the sword. Very tiny. Turn that into a tiny little table would be great. First try in creative mode. What do we got? Horned rosette quillin block is misaligned slightly downwards. We need to know. Where's one of my deleters? Have any easy access deleters? We'll grab the Montante. Just gonna be a bitch. You said it was Horned Rosette is misaligned slightly downwards? Take a look. Scale Rosette, Horned Sheath. Horned Rosette. Let's see. Hang on. What's happening here? What the fuck? Hold on. What was that? Okay. That was weird. Oh. I was holding Alt. I see. I don't see any signs of it being misaligned. Ah, yes. It's kind of weird to listen to the royalty-free music. And hear songs that, like, we know. They have a place in our language at this point. Ooh. We're disabling this. In fact, I'm going to close out a couple of windows just to... you stay on. There we go. Katana-like shape, that's not bad. There, we got that lightsaber on the list already. What else we got? Dragon Kukri. Oh, it's the Dragon Skimmy. Dragon Skimmy! You could tell it's a hard K because they spell it that way. God. Doing linguistics for this period is going to be a nightmare. That's not bad. But what's inspiring, right? That's what we're going for. This is... Okay, Kevin MacLeod is in fact where everyone gets their music. Got it. I get it. Who dares? Oh, yeah, right. I forgot to put my stuff in coverage. Huh? Back to what we were doing. Now, where were we? That's not bad. I mean, the copper-blue combination is well known at this point. What do you got going on here? A little bit of loyalty. Come on, what do we got? I think this one's already on the list. Yeah, Losa Gem. Neat engraving and just kind of the cool use of this hilt. Oh god, no. Yeah, I haven't heard this one enough. Darcy Sword. Is this one already? Honestly, that might be worth putting on the list. That's probably why I haven't heard that song that much before. Oh, wrong button. This is gonna take a while. Dwarf's got a better version of this further down. What are you? Oh, yo, what's on the go here? Do you have magic words? You don't have magic words. Ah! Something is on the go in the middle here, and I kind of like it. Couple things on the go that's kind of neat. That one, Dragonborn. Copy message link. Welcome to the list. What would we even call that? Laminations? I think that one, Dragonborn, has another one on here as well. No, folding drying rack is the one I'm thinking of. Right. I think we've already got this one on the list as well. Nary. Yeah, right up top. That's this one. I think it's either... Yeah, it is this one, because it's got the crazy inlay. We'll keep it. We got the arm blade already. Let's take a look at everything. Remember to do your stretches. Remember to take your meds. Remember to get up and move your legs so you don't get blood pooling in it. Get blood clots. Kakalaka gang. Was this one... Blade of Binding. Was this one already on the list? Yeah, cool color scheme, yeah. TGK? Momo's brother. Honestly, just on its own. Good color scheme. The yellow. Enchanted yellow is underused, it seems. Kind of hard to use, I guess? Which makes sense. That's a pretty good use of rusted copper. Does it go on the list, though? No, I think we're good. The Dew Lord, yes. Interesting use of the, oh god, bitter end piece, I think it is. Nary coming in with a few. First rapier build. Is it a rapier? It does look like it. Balance is off in fucking... Oh no, the balance is right here. Find out in a moment. Nope, balance is up here. Just gotta vibe with the royalty-free music. Ooh. There's work that could be done, but I do like the shape. What else do we got? Ooh, maybe. Oh, it's from Helldivers. Honestly, yeah, it goes on the list. We're gonna call it, hold on. Skull Guy 1, 2, 3. Where are we? Here. This is why we're going through every one of them. What was this? Helldiver Saber. Neat guard band. I very recently went through and made a sword based on the underrated lists. On the underrated list, rather. There's, like, it's worth looking at everyone's pieces because you're going to find things that are neat. In fact, I'm going to leave. I'm going to have to fix my YouTube thing. That's okay. We'll figure that out later. Walrus. She's just a neat little blade with a neat little color scheme. Nothing special about it. It is appropriately weighted and balanced. But it's just the ivory, the green, and the wood kind of vibe together. Throw in a little dash of blue and it looks clean. So this is why I do these lists. Blood channel. That's not a thing you need to say. Someone's already got me covered on that. Someone trying to copy one of the older swords. I think that's Oakfather. Still a classic, still iconic. Cartoon Fantasy Sword. What have you got done up here? Jackalope. The fuck is that? Is that a... Did you flat cat a... Hold on. Hold on. How... What is that? What is that? Is that a twisted grip? Probably twisted taper. Where's our grips? No. Oh, it's going to be octagonal pair. It's going to be the pommel. Twisted pair. Which is no longer labeled octagonal. Because it's hexagonal. Is that what that is? No, that is octagonal. What piece is that? What piece is that? Oh, that one. I'm confused. What? What piece is that? I want to know before I look, but also, what the fuck? Alright, no, you got me stumped. What is it? Grab, Control C, leave. Paste magic words. Who dares message me? What is this? Spiral. End cap. Twisted crown. Oh. Well, hang on. Is that octagonal? I guess it is octagonal. Wait. Is it just slightly not flat? Yeah, okay. Still interesting. That's why it's that bumpy. Okay. I see the design. I see the future. Oh, that person can wait. Yo. It's just a simple sword, but like, damn. I like that. People gotta be like, why am I getting random reacts from like a month ago, 2 months ago? Hold on. Comments disabled on YouTube. Why are comments disabled on YouTube? Hold on. Hold the frick on. Firefox is installing my updates. Everyone look away. They're updating. Yep. I need to open up my other one. Control-Shift-N. Huh. Why would comments be disabled on YouTube? Let's see. Live chat. That should be working. Close. Close. Yeah, I've got my own. Yeah, that's a thing on your end. I don't know how to deal with that. Back to this part. Fishing rods. We got another lightsaber. Not going to include too many of these. Unless they do something clever with the hilt. What is this? Yep. Ooh, I'm getting heartburn very suddenly. Where are we? Momo! Suba detail. On grip. And then back over we go. What are we taking? A Katzbalger. Not bad. Might just throw one of these on loop. Hey! Jesus, that's a lot of engraving. I don't know what sword that's referring to. What trick did they figure out here? Ah, gnome trick, gnome tech. Very good. Trepanation, we already have Brass and Grass on the list, I believe. Right there. Wait, you know, hold on. I have a better source of music than this. Oh, nice, nice, nice. One moment. Huh. Definitely don't want people looking in too deep into these files, but I'm going to use the Real Gladiatores, which I believe they have open licensed. Nope, not this PC Windows. Transfer. Search transfer Gladiatores. Under users then? Hold on, I need to do a search. We'll get a good picture on the screen. Anything. No, it's everything. Huh. Gladiatores. There we go. Alex Werner. Open path. Huh. 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 Whew. So it'll be you, 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 and you. And we're going to add to VLC's media player list. Once VLC decides that that's the thing it's going to do. Keep an eye on my audio to make sure the VLC does it. VLC's being a shit. I don't want to deal with ads today, so we're getting the music going. VLC doesn't want to do anything. VLC. I'm gonna just to be safe, I'm gonna go over to sources, turn off display capture for a moment. Windows sometimes does not want to play nice with VLC. Alright, fine. We'll go the long way. I am glad I did that. Is that our music? Where am I looking? Nope, not you. Close. It's under downloads. There we are. Alex. And open. Play. Loop. Random. And is this being picked up by audio? Audio's a little low. That's a little high for me. There we go. VLC's gotten a little funky, but I blame that on Windows. Yeah, I've been digitizing my CD collection just to be like, man, fuck these guys. Let's go back to peer-to-peer networks. I'm not advocating for piracy, but, like, I wouldn't be upset to see it again. Just gotta make sure that we have music that doesn't get copyright claimed all the time. That's interesting. The hell's going on with that pommel? Is that just... Ooh. Goblin noises coming in from Black Metal Maniac. Ah! Actually, yo. That's cool. They got the piece layered, I think it's like twice, probably Divering Time sunk in. And then stretched. That's just good. Alright, on the list you go. Thank you, Nav. Yes. Oh, right. I had that source turned off. Thank you. Good thing right there. The good thing. That's who I remember. Every time you use the word brother, Axelaris, every single time, Father Grigori from Half-Life 2. Welcome, brother! I thought it was Mimir. So yeah, that's going on the list. Huh. That's Nav. We don't have Nav on the list already, do we? Doesn't really matter if we do. Nav. Interesting. What even is that? Schilt detail? I'm probably going to need to turn this into a paste bin. Got a sickle. That was Neri, was it? Nope, that was potato. Right! This was the one from the demo, though, right? Good stuff. Oh. I think this person didn't figure out how to do single edge yet. The rusty side is the blade. Right, we're mostly running into new people here. That one's kind of okay. Nothing like eye-popping. Need that inspiration. What else we got? Every now and then I'm like, oh, is that a Rainmaker piece? No, it's an Unlucky Kid piece. Ooh. Already on the list. This music is fantastic to fight to. Another funky lightsaber. I think I've held the lightsaber this is based on. It's kind of normal jackalope fare. In as much as that's a thing that can be said about jackalope swords. Not bad, actually. I think we could do more and better. Like, we got Blatrix, who we just need to, like, release the goddamn shit. Release your swords. He doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to get to attract the pedants, but they're better than literally every other piece we have. Hold on a second. A bit of cardamom tea. This might get on the list anyway. Like, this is never really done. I think the weight would be too high. Oh, he doesn't give out his words. God damn it. I think the weight would be too high. But I'd be so curious as to how it works when you hold it. You know? Like, you bind with somebody, even with the flat, and they get caught underneath one of these? Yeah, I'll put it on. Once we get a decent fire effect, and I figured out something about fire recently. Once we get a decent fire effect, that'd be the ideal candidate for fire. Rainmaker again. Ha! Wrought iron fencing. Oh! Funny joke. I'm getting heartburn, something fierce. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so someone else has this. I'm gonna forward this into the bug report. Hold on, I'm just gonna find the bug report. Copy message link. Bug reports. Where is it? Game save lost. Swords missing from save file. Huh. Back we go. Ooh. That's really not bad for a first sword. That's just... not bad, Moggy. Hornet's Needle, we're gonna have a lot of needles, because this is right around the time... In fact, this is immediately after Skong released. Erica? We've got a lot of people doing this with the loyalty set. Well, wrought iron fencing is going to tickle me all day. I'm going to replace the... I'm going to replace the original with this one. Show the variants. Again, fantastic fight music. I think that's the Messer one. Long Knife, yeah. Huh? Yeah, Long Knife. The one I've listened to the least. Oh, wrong direction. Where's Discord? Let's see. Flamboyance. Blue Flame. Anything good in here? We're opening up every box. We're that one person who's like, ah, yes, there are, in fact, things missing. Someone got a double scythe going? It's an excellent... Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Well, what do you want? I've taken away... This is no longer just the underrated list. This is just kind of a highlights list. It's both... God, the fucking backwards mouse sends me. Where was I? Discord. What do you have on the go here? Okay, not a full picture. I find a lot of the new parts are a little too bulky for my tastes. Like, really bulky. Uncomfortably bulky. Do we already have this one? This is awful. This is one of the Art Deco swords. Because Momo's got an Art Deco one as well. I think I might leave it where it is. I might have liked it more if this jutted out with the center cross-section. Yeah, that is the complaint I have with a lot of the new parts. They're just so fucking thick. In fact, we just crack open a deleter. Deleter. So take a look at them, yeah. It's... Plains of Horizon is so thick. Time Sunset so thick. Frill of Tlaloc. Better. Like, significantly better. Still kind of bulky. But everything in these, like, these are just huge. Like 100 grams. That's the quarter of weight of some weapons. What was the other ones? There's a couple of other pieces where I'm just like, what? Why though? Corset actually has a place. It's extremely thick, unbelievably thick, but it has a place. I guess it was mostly those. Because they only work with themselves, right? Yeah, they match up. Well, this is octagonal, too. This is a huge octagon. They just... Oh, here, Raft is another one. Raft is huge. Hex is huge. And it's pretty much all the new ones, because, like, look at this. Look, Seonora's so much thinner. It gets to be thick, and it is still kind of thick. But it's not just a block. Oh, and the entire loyalty set. But that's like... That's the most fantasy weapon. Oh yeah, Anvil. Look at that. 124 grams. We're just... Look how tall it is. And when you're looking at the real hilts and you're like... Oh shit. Alcus is actually 92 grams. Am I wrong? Am I out of touch? Is this the right size? Is that the default Malchus size? That is. I guess I might just be wrong. This is square cross. Is it just that I'm too zoomed in all the time? If I do that, I'm starting to feel that I'm just wrong. I might just be wrong. Where's the grip? I might just be wrong. Back to the swords, I guess. So it fits. Well, if it fits, it sits. They feel bulky, though. I don't know what it is. But I guess they are kind of tight to it, so never mind. I'm just full of shit. Never trust your own perceptions, kids. Another Rainmaker piece. We're looking for the inspiration. Where can we pull inspiration? Like this? Horrible blade. This? I mean, like, we got some jewelry going on here and some floating feral shit. There are interesting parts of this sword. My eyes lie, yeah. Real eyes, apparently, are the ones that are telling the real lies. Random stone sword. Stone sword. Dun, 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 dun. A lot of cane swords been coming out lately, too. A falling sword. Oh. That's what happens when you buy from Bud K. It has no handle. It's a gravity sword. Fleur-de-lis again. Okay, this one. Kurtingen? This one is nearly identical to a sword I had as a child. The hilt's on backwards, but that's fine. I wish I could find an image of that sword, but I cannot. Poor man's rapier, most of it. Come on, let's get some inspiration. Let's get some good stuff. This one's already on the list. This is one of Anarchy's first builds. In fact, it might even be Anarchy's. Yeah, new here. This is just a good knife. Could use a little bit of flaring so your hand doesn't slide up, but like, hey. Oh, funny joke. That's one of his first builds. New here. Made this knife for Chev. It's good. It's on the list. It is underrated as fuck. Yeah, you have to look at Anarchy's... Oh, this one. This one's already on the list as well. You gotta look at Anarchy's stuff like a song. Everyone else is doing, like, glamour. They're all just... You look at it, you see it, you know what it is. Anarchy, you have to sample it like it's Japanese cuisine. This is an interesting one. Blade shape, meh. Hilt shape, meh. What the fuck is on the go with the tendrils? 10 out of 10. Love it. Send it. Already on the list. Solguan, which means we're here. Where are we? Here. Huh. Static coming in. This one, I think, becomes the crow's quill. There we go. I think this static build is also already on the list. Yep, excellent color combo right there. Folding drying rack. You're further down. Telekarkek is the one I'm the least sold on, but the one I'd be like, no, definitely do not get rid of this. First ever attempt at making Gladius. Oh, what have you got going on here? That looks like it's out of Hollow Knight. Bunch of snake swords. I'm gonna make more snake swords. I got the snake theme. Yeah. I don't think I've held this small sword or anything by the makers, but it looks familiar. Love guards if possible. Kindly ones with the broken. I think I have this one on the list. Kindly ones. Interesting blade collar. Yep. It's not that it hasn't been done before, but, you know. Rat. Rat. That took me a moment to recognize. Rat. We're all just saying, this is just Echolalia now. One for Nimrith, Lordguard and Magisterium. I do love how everyone's just like, yeah, Magisterium swords, we're gonna make them better. Jackalope, I think this one is also already on the list. Yep. I can hear the hot rod. Brrr. Not bad. A server getting flooded with Christians. Look. He's moved it so that's the evil one. I need to do more Buddhist swords, clearly. Yeah, waiting for flames to come out. One of the things I realized with flames is that the majority of a flame isn't about its spikiness, it's about how it's transparent to itself. I'm glad they have a snath. I had to explain that to somebody, well, not last night, night before. It's like, yeah, we have a scythe treatise. We have a manuscript on how to fight with scythes against other scythes. And they're like, oh, you mean like a war scythe? No, we have a manuscript on an actual scythe. This is the one that's already on the list. Kev with his stoat, his ferret, his mustelid. Actually, one of the best pieces he's ever done, in my opinion. By a lot. Ooh. Mila just needs to hold the sword a few times. And then she... Probably she. Gonna be pumping out. She's already doing some good stuff, but I feel like she really needs to hold something. Shape of Our Soul, not actually one of my favorites. It's almost blown out. It's good. There's plenty of cool stuff about it. It's got the orb. But it's so blown out, right? I'm gonna try some lighting shit. Hold on. It's made with good tech, and, like, it's a Robin sword, so, like... I need to learn to play these songs. Figure that out later. The fucking light patch off in the side. Just because there's no contrast, right? If, for example, let me grab... see a couple of interesting things here. Let me grab a black... Oh, I'm just gonna put it somewhere first. If we literally just did this, it might end up doing the thing it needs to do. Like, that already looks a little better. But I'm not gonna fuck with someone else's... Oh, that does look really cool, though. Look at that. It's every change in angle. You can just barely see it line up with the polygons. Which is kind of how Anarchy did, Diamond. Oh. Gonna have to Control-Z a bunch. Wait for it. It's funny because on complex builds, you get the longer time, the longer load time. My save file is getting to that point. Mercenary Katzbalger, named Finger. It does. Oh god, it's got a finger on it. That's actually clever. I don't like the twisted on this. That's kind of clever. What else do we got? And Mila's slowly figuring out how to swords. Again, what? She's just gotta get a sword in her hands. It's not bad. Ooh, what are you doing? Get in there. That's kind of neat. I find I keep getting struck by low polish enchanted. I'm just like, oh, fuck's that? The implication of the enchanted being like, oh no, it's just got some rust on it. You scrape off the rust and it starts glowing. I have not played Morrowind, but I feel like I should know this. Master Sword, put it in the pile. First attempt at this type of guard. I was like, oh, hey, someone's gone and done some engraving things. What's on the go here? It's Anarchy. I gotta remember that dots do this. Dimpling. Oh, what do we got here? Another Neri sword has caught my eye. Ah, flat catting the start of the full or further of the blade is... Oh no, that's the end, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Fatal error? What have you done here? Interesting. What are you? Spatha. Yeah. The rosettes, again, not doing what I want them to do. It's just, that's not really how swords work. For a second there, I thought this was done in Bladesong. It's not. Behold, axes. Very distinctly, definitively, the people at the time were like, yep, that's an axe. Don't worry about it. This specific sword is already on the list. Like, it is already posted on a different list. You got anything in here? Harry Potter sword? Silas becoming an interesting name. What? It's for a character with a lot of strength and very tiny hands. Or maybe you need to, like, grab these, put tension on it. And they have tip problems. New Poleaxe. It's a Poleaxe. They're always good. I need to learn how to use one. Dueling sword. Again, it's good. It's highlights, but I want inspiration from things. Scarlet Queen. I think it's Red Queen. What? Ooh. Oh, there was an idea there. It didn't quite manifest, but it was close. Fangtian G. Fangtian? Fangtian? G. What does G translate to? Halberd. What's this one called? Halberd. What about this one? Halberd. So this here is getting on the list. It's got problems. But this is the Orphan Obliterator? That's fantastic. So the idea... Hold on, who is this? Echoes. Orphan Obliterator. Death Star Sword, essentially. So, one of the ideas that... let me grab that deleter from earlier. That I can't physically do is to grab studs. Floating stud. Just normal floating stud shit. Where's our peens? There they are. Let me do the thing, at least a little. To do something, just gonna quick, rough, not giving a shit right now. And then I'm gonna do the other side. You'll see why in a second. God, we have a lot of room on these things. A lot of margin for error. So the twist that I want to see someone do with this, with the same idea... Technoblade is just for the Technoblade. Echoes reminded me of it. Is I want to see... someone do, say, swords inside of a sword. Show you what I mean. Kind of calling out the old Shaman King. and start getting like fucking three-dimensional with it, you know? Oversoul, that's the shit, yeah. There's a very funny thing about Amidamaru's name. Maru just means shit. But it's kind of like a, oh, you don't want to name someone something too proud. That's bad luck. And so you add that onto the end, but then Amida refers to Amida Buddha, which like you never put shit on that. But apparently someone was like, yeah, we're just gonna slap that on there. Yeah, so like you get this sort of, this is an option. I want to see someone do things with that. Even just do a overlay engraving of like, I don't know, a heron is the first thing that pops to my mind. Inside of a hologram sword. Would you like some cake? Right? That's why we do these lists. Lubu's weapon. What was Lubu's weapon called again? It actually had a name. The fuck does he need so much silver? Oh, Silas' sword, yeah. I do love getting these little offset katanas. This one, Juggler's Blade. I think, is this already on the list? Spanish Amigo? Yeah, the Dadagan. It's like a Da and a Yadagan. What do you want? More, apparently. We need to get better lightning. I mean, like, the twisted bent tendril thing is pretty cool. We could do more. Normal longsword, cane sword. Again, we're getting a lot of cane swords today. Hold on, I need to stretch my hand. There we go. Keep the carpal tunnel away. We got the Heartbleed. Bumps. Scroll, interesting. What are you? Kind of like the shape. Kind of just like the shape. Yeah, I kind of just like the shape. Who's this? Team Joe. I don't already have him on here, do I? He's definitely up here at least once. Kind of like the shape. This is it. I don't need to justify anything. I am the person who likes things, and apparently people like it when I like things. I'm gonna keep doing that then. And similarly, that's not a bad knife. Someone trying to make Yoru. There's a movie I would love to show. Might actually be able to, because I don't think there's a lot of intellectual property laws between Russia and Canada. But I might be able to show a movie if I can get a hold of it again. Lost a lot of files when one of my laptops died. It died hard, too. I was trying to do a Linux dual boot, and it just overwrote my boot sector, and then my entire file structure fell to shit. Side effect, y'all going now. Y'all gonna kill ya. Ooh, what do you got here? Am I inspired, though? Not really, but it does come close. Every now and then, someone gets a sweep and makes it work. Good for those people. That one's already on the list. Just, why haven't we done this before? What the fuck? Hey, Kakalaka gang! Surprise, it's not fantasy. They've just been copying African swords since the dawn of time. Oh. Was it you, or was it Robin who did the bleach swords, the European bleach swords? I think it was you. Two-handed war mace. That's not bad. It's like one-handed length, but two-handed handle. Another dwarven sword. Eh. Oh, I do like the dark wood and copper, though. Reminds me of my grandfather. Yeah, we'll put it in. Coffee caramel color scheme. Fuck. I almost need my tap tap hero. Tap tap loot cat going up. Should be rock and stone. I can go look at it later. What do we got going on here? Wouldn't use it. Interesting concept. Ooh. Needs work, but ooh, what have you got done over here? What? I think those are pommels Gnome Tech did. That's a concept. We get, you know, the easiest way to get a part from, yeah. The easiest way we get a part from Resolute is just be like, yeah, can we get Saka Bombaspis? Should we get Saka Bombaspis? Silvera. Not quite. I don't like these wide guards. Like, it's nice, but I feel like a lot of people just need to hold a sword. I say as I seriously consider that one for a moment. Oh, that's kind of a neat way to do that. That's Lying Serpent's Tongue. Like, it's literally just loyalty. But damn. Nah, we're good. Oh, the katana? I gotta get more tea in my body. I woke up late. Didn't wake up late, sorry. I woke up kind of late. I was waking up all night, which is a bit of an issue. What the fuck? No. Okay, we're good. For a second there, I thought someone had done like a clock mechanism, but it was just the first glance. Right? See if there's a Hema Club in your area. Be like, hey, can I just hold some of these? Swing them a bit? Immolation of Night! Are you already on the list? I think this one might already be on the list. Yeah, this one's definitely already on the list. That's Fool's Idol. Cool layered filler right there, yeah. And we are 2 days into the demo so far. I need to jump down this so I can quick navigate if I need to. Kind of wish we had the scrolling thing, and like I need to install better Discord or something. Let's call it 15. They were past this. They were past this too. 20. Oh yeah, okay, we're right on target. There's immolation. So we'll just keep going down a bit. That's not bad, Forg. That is not bad. Attempted basket hilts have always been hard. Better Discord do be the way, yeah. I think Discord's like, you can't use alternate Discord clients. And I'm like, you don't get to decide that, actually. My computer. Shag right the fuck off. Right, pass the blade along. Got some work to do on that later. Cool little Storta. Come on. There's some good stuff to put in here. Heh. I already got this. Yes, I already got this saluted. A little bit of a Kanabo. Or is it a Tetsubo? They're synonyms. No, let's see. I'd appreciate the community. You would if you didn't have really bad social anxiety. I understand that so very much. I still have kind of bad social anxiety. It's gotten a lot better after going to therapy, and I am progressing with that. Some interesting stuff going on here. Super boo-boo. Let's see. How do I get these lines? Cross-section. Yeah. I know from experience, if you were in my area, you'd be like, get the fuck in here. Here, come in here, you're going to fight your own awkwardness, physically. Because one of the things... Oh. Like, I know it's a common thing for people to do, the whole rostrum, but like... Ooh. Ooh, I do like a good rostrum sword. At least in my club, everyone is just so excited to have a new person to fight. So extremely excited. Just fighting your demons is a good way to go about it, honestly. It's like, oh man, did I screw that up? I don't know. I'm gonna go fight. Problem solved. Yeah, and the French. Technically, we share a land border with Denmark, but also, that still doesn't stop the ocean from being in the way. That's, it's very short. Extremely short. That's like 40 centimeters total? 4 centimeters blade, anyway. Bound in honor. Hey, it's Robin. Fool's Idol with one of the coolest stamps. Smith mark, that's the word. Like, that just looks kinda fucking sick. I realize it's relief engraving, but damn. Something feels good about this. If this was in white, it might be fire. The Neri again? Yeah. You can tell it's Neri because Neri does very tight flat cats. But also, if the French are in the way, that means you're close to a lot of other people who just really want to fight other people. They don't even need to win. They just really want to cross swords with people. Maybe get stabbed a couple times. Pronouns, Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay. Honestly, Dwarf doing Dwarf things. Oh, it's just so good. Toss a build. Toss a build. Tossa does the same longsword better every time. It's not even the same longsword. They are different. They do have significant changes. Damn, they're so nice. nuclear war. I love that in the news release. So many messages. I'm a quarter of the Discord messages. So many shares. So many satisfied customers. This many people pet Clota. 100 plus gnomes. Got a good chuckle out of me. To get to Denmark, still have to go through the entirety of Germany. That's fine. There are still plenty of clubs in your area, probably filled with people who just want to fight. The joke of sharing a border with Denmark is because Greenland shares a land border with Canada now. Honestly, the best possible way to resolve the Hans Island war / dispute. Just leave each other some booze and take down each other's flags for like 30 years, and then be like, you want to split it down the middle? Yeah, right. This side of the trench is yours. That side is ours. Okay, sure. Done. We got the smaller half. Whatever. The people who actually live in the area, the Inuit, do not give a shit. They're like, cool. You guys got some land border. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Most hilarious war ever. Almost. If it's not the most hilarious war, it's close. I think there's the one the Swiss sent out 20 guys and they came back with 21. They made a friend along the way. Oh, what the fuck we got going on here? Another Axelaris. Are you the only other person who does square engravings? Yeah, you are. The fact that gnomes were included? Yeah. That was Luxembourg, yes. Sorry, it's very hard to keep track of all of the countries that could fit inside my province. Liechtenstein sounds more accurate. But again, hard to keep track of all the places that could fit inside my province. That could fit inside not even half my province. The real size of Europe overlaid on Newfoundland Labrador is just damn. We could fit another 80 countries in here easily. It's so much crisper. Side note, relevant side note. Something that came up. I'm going to turn down this. Oh, and I'm going to put this back on. Relevant side note, something that I realized the other day. This one here. Oh, excuse me. We can get smooth curves on square equivalents. And if you invert, if you do like an X pattern, and invert which side is facing which way, you can have a curve like, hold on, let me get a circle of something. Okay, let's see. This has got an upper pointing hard point. You can get a circle like this. And we're gonna polish it. Always remember, you can polish while you're holding the part. And I'm going to reposition these guys so they're down on the sides again. For illustration. So we have the thing where it's always like one side is green and one side is purple. But if you change from a square to an X, you can keep the side that's green and keep the side that's purple. There's green there, purple there. So if you had a circle... Again, with a polish. I'll raise it a bit. I'm just going to make it bigger. So you can see what I'm talking about. You'll have this problem where this will suddenly invert from purple to green here. Which is not doing right now. It's a little annoying. What can I do that does a circle really quick? Round, Quillen, going around. Round, Quillen, going around. Or straight. Straight will do. Oh, let's mount it on the same one. There we go. But you know what I'm talking about. Green on this side, purple on this side. If you invert it from a square to an X, when it switches over top and bottom, you'll be able to keep it. Also, we have racetracks now. These are Zephyrs and half twists in the middle of the squares, and that might be able to help you do a lot of things for relief engraving in a weird way. Back over. Blades were from Marwyn. He was a jackass. Like, sure, he had someone to give a shit about, but jackass. What are you doing? What are you doing? Honestly, that's just a great start. Who the fuck is this? Holding drying rack. Good stuff. Already on the list, actually. Can't fit your hand in. Star Scourge Radon? Like, you can tell. You just look at it, you're like, it's Star Scourge Radon's sword. Still does some fantastic work, yeah. Comes in and out. Bjorn shoe. Really sad to say that as cool of a sword as that is, it's a pale imitation of too many Tassa swords. He's too powerful. Another Khopesh. Let's see. People who can do Resmag the first time, like on the first try, scare me. Dwarf scares me at this point. I watched Dwarf make, like, 2 180-degree turns. Just perfectly. Just lined up perfectly. I was like, what the hell, man? I mean, it's got a YouTube short about it. We don't need it on the list. What have you got done? That's just some good engraving. That's Anarchy. Oh, you're on the list. Again. This is before Anarchy was like, I'm just gonna go too hard. Like, way too hard. What do we got? Got some metal heads going. Somebody not extending their cross-section all the way up. Let's see. Blade of Chaos the long way. Just another one for the pile. Oh, hello. Are you doing what I think you're doing? No idea. Like, not the Russian flag? Or the Belgian flag? Shift copy. What do we got here? It's gonna be one of the things with a lot of the new people coming in, is that, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I really want Anarchy to be chilling more. What the fuck is happening to my eyes? Is the blade wire wrap? Oh my god, the blade is wire wrap. Oh my god, we can make the blade wire wrap now. Yep, alright. On the list. That's, Random Facts Guy? RFG? RFG. One of the things with that is that if we go back down to that deleter, not that deleter, if I take this Montante, denim is one thing, yeah. It's what wire wrap does with transverse engraving. Yep, that's the thing. Hold on. Get foundation. Just gonna slap a straight in here just to get the distance. We're gonna grab a dot. Make it glow. That's the thing that people kind of don't quite get. Let's borrow long. Wait for it. There we go. People don't quite get about this is that it transverse engraves that way. I forgot about this. The edge polygon doesn't have any depth. There is no texture map at all. And it looks like the game doesn't quite like that. Well, that's something that not enough people have done, because that's essentially a radiator right there. Cross section. It was a cross section. Okay, that was the guy fixing his one thing. Different Hamon. They're using curved engravings for it. Another Anarchy piece. Jackalope's Ebon Blade Evolutions. Tron Disc. It's technically a traditional melee weapon. It stays in. Goblin noises again. Oh, toaster, yeah. That's a good point. You absolutely could just use that to make a toaster. What the fuck are you doing here? That... Okay. They're just shrunk, but it did look like it was twisting. Because of this bulge right here. Namiel, Blade, let's take a look. Dude, Jesus. That poor soul. Someone playing Elden Ring, trying to make the Bloodhound Blade. Another Anarchy piece. Again, there's good stuff. You'll always find good stuff on Anarchy stuff. Gutting Knife, it's a good one. Do I still call this the underrated list? Maybe it's the inspiration list now. Honestly, that's not bad. What's on the go here in the middle? Part of the loyalty set. Kind of fits together. Oh, what do we got going on here? Some normal engraving. Trench Crusade. Apparently some drama came up with them recently. If Hot Topic 2003 was a sword. Almost? That's almost correct, but I get it. Yeah, even then, me, back in the past, got it. My brain just presses. The wand chooses the wizard. Right. Pellock on Steam. It's like, yeah, you just fill out spots. That is fantastic, yeah. You see the river going through it. It's just someone just taking their time. This is more than I can do. Another Jackalope sword. Interesting color scheme, but... Nagamaki, way too thin of a blade, but yeah, it's got its place. I need to figure out a better engraving. You do, but couldn't catch me using that many engravings. Yeah, same. Not since the beginning. Paul, right? There's a double trick you can do here. Well, they got the rune, Ingus. Going down slow, but you can also pop out the diamond tapers in the middle. I think I'm still going to put that on the list. Jackalope. An interesting engraving pattern. What else we got? We are 3 days past the release. Come on. Give us some good inspiration here. Deleted user. Some good stuff going on. Another anarchy piece. God, I'm still tired. Again, yesterday kicked my ass. I really thought I was going to be able to stream later on in the day, but I just couldn't. I could barely play video games. At all. And glad to be able to play video games again, too. There's a period of time where I couldn't. Oh, I wonder where they got this idea from. The orcish scimitar. Ooh, hello, Robin piece. Anything that makes my eye go, what the fuck is happening here, might be something worth looking at. Not a very good picture of it, though. Didn't we already do this? Yeah, we went past these. We went way past these. I accidentally clicked on this, didn't I? Oh, but there's the Lowlander. Do we not? What the fuck? I just haven't... Yeah, there's a holy water sprinkler right there. I don't know what the fuck happened. I do love the Lowlander. The Hanwei Lowlander. Oh, these are new swords. These are swords we haven't looked at yet. No, they aren't. Are they? I am so confused. We definitely did this. I just clicked on the side. At some point. Yeah, I've gone back a day. At the least. How much did I lose? Oh, God, apparently I lost a lot. There we go. We are now close. Yeah, we were right around this area. So we're going to update our backups. I could have just clicked on a link. Yo! Dwarf basket. What type of basket is that? Are those just stretchy gems? Stretchy gem basket. Dwarf. Stretchy gem. One of the funniest things is realizing that the reason a lot of gemstones are valuable is because they had color. Skimmed a good chunk, yeah. Hey, look how many there are, though, right? More skong. Whip sword. Falchion. Is the, like, type 3 or something? Used to be the type 3. Back... Oh! Hold on a second. I recognize this sword. This is the Red Dragon / Rawlings longsword, and it's a little too small. Oh no, it's not. It's based on it though. Damn. Kind of a short longsword. But weapon typology is a nightmare. Ooh. Another Mila piece. Another Neri piece. Another Anarchy piece. It's so funny because the reason a lot of Anarchy's pieces stand out is because how visually busy they are, which they should be. It is my preferred style. If I'm going to look at a piece of art, I'd prefer a busy piece to a simple one, usually. But like, trying to get people to draw inspiration from it is going to be a bit hard. Sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, that's fantastic, we need to do that more. That's just kind of cool. What do we got here? Gnomes. More Bloodhound Fang. Historically attested calendars, good stuff. What are you doing here, Cyber? Optimus Prime's Energon Sword. Okay. Not bad. I do like having pommels, even on Japanese swords. So once you hold them, once you get a chance to feel, you're like, oh, this makes sense to have here now. Ooh. Not a fan of greatswords. Get out of here. Oh, in Elden Ring. I don't hate that. Probably because it's similar to the Chinese one from the 1st century. More of a side sword? No, it's balanced enough for a rapier. A little heavy. Not that heavy. Black Steel Katana, another Anarchy piece. Again, beautiful. Hey, that becomes one of the illusion builds, or is one of the energy builds, isn't it? Yeah, because we're only 3 days past the opening of the game. I need to go up to today. I was going to do this over the last 2 days, but I was just... Again, yesterday I was so sick. That's kind of cool. Hey, Momo! Getting another... Not quite an underrated list, but something similar going. The fuck? I'm not writing... Oh, it's pointed. I'm not writing home about it, but it did catch my eye. I think Mila might be the one who's actually posted the most. God, we gotta get the Songs of Bladesong going up now. Absolute Rock and Stone. I'm gonna favorite that. Because the new GIF search is ass. Yep. Once Lavitz posts up that whole sword, I'm gonna put it on the list. Remind me in case they don't. Sword called Aleph. Yeah. It's got a vibe. It's got a whole aesthetic that we haven't tapped into. I'll take it. Make sure that I didn't already. Powderwell Flat Cat. Jesus, that's a lot of engraving. Yeah. Wait, is that the same one? Hold on a second. Was I about to put the same one on the list? Oh, OBS, Discord. No, that's not a lightsaber. What one? Continue in browser. Login. Phone's all the way over there. Fuck it. We're gonna keep going on. Oh no, okay, no, that one does get turned into a lightsaber a little further down, I think. That's so good. I lost the original Shadow Shear too, which sucks. Gonna update this a few times. Okay, we're not that far. It's okay though. Oh. What are you doing? White lightning. Is that coming off of the... Is the engraving coming off of the thing? That might get on the list there. That's getting on the list. Glory Sender. Hologram lightning. Oh. Oh god, yes. We're gonna be here for a decent while. Well, I'm gonna stream as long as I can today, but I do have Dungeons & Dragons later. Oh, Braca's area. Oh. That was weird. Another Axelaris. I hope they have letters in the future. You get there quickly. I love it. I love just dropping like, hey, do you want to see the Word of God? We're just going to drop the Word of God on you. It's just right there. You can go look at it. And people are like, what? Empire of Winds is a great song. Yeah, I need to go back and take a look. A lot of things. That's just so much to see. Something just fell off the back of my neck, and I think it's a Siller spider. Hopefully it has found a way off of my body. That's kind of neat. Gotta do more like enchanting effects. I know this is the needle from Hollow Knight. I think it's specifically the one from Skong. Silk Song. But, what was it, Nobui Shirayuki? From Bleach? God, the new GIF search is ass. This one right here, but like, in any other scene. That is... God. Tsuko Orihime... Sado... Rukia. Rukia's sword. She got that crazy shit going. God, a GIF search is fantastic. Not fantastic. Insane, that's the word I'm looking for. Folding drying rack again. Ah, here we go. Grab that, thank you, Lavitz. Lavitz. Wood engravings. Wood relief. We don't get many wood reliefs. And they are Sode no Shirayuki. Yeah. We don't get enough wood relief. Kind of like violates the natural order, and that's what we should be here for. Another mug. Yep. That's fucking Phoenix's pistol. There's another pistol that I need to find again that was phenomenal. This is one of the old hats. Phoenix Doobie-Doo and Phoenix Kings, yeah. Every now and then, like, there'll be people who'll be around for a while and not really go many places with their stuff. And then they'll just drop a complete banger. And you'll be like, oh, hold on now. When did this happen? I do kind of like that. Even just those ice crystals. I don't know if I put it on the list, though. Stop sign axe. Again, people who just really need to hold swords. Everyone needs to hold a sword. A lot more Warhammer 40k themed stuff as well. What other music do I have that I could put on? You know what? I'm gonna risk it. Right. Open file. Where is it? Half-hour mix loop. We'll just risk it. Kana bowl. What can we drink from here? Give us a good sip. Give us a little. Huh. What is this? Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, this is Five Nights at Freddy's fanfiction. And Legend of Delta a bit, but like, what the hell? Cool ass drawings. Everybody should be able to hold and at least use a decent sword simulator. This is a good work. That was my roommate. Again with the good Hanya masks. Knoll theater. It is mostly Knoll, right? Immolation of Night. Fool's Idol. This is another one of the cool lightsabers we get. Like these are the Bladesong culture lightsabers. That's actually fire. Yeah, alright, get on the list. Again, you're gonna hear that a few times. Copy message link. Good color gradient. Because it's not just that it's glowing blue. It's glowing bright blue, shimmering in the middle, and then dark in the very middle. Shimmering on the flat. But not like black in the middle. Just dark. The Bladesong culture of lightsabers. Like, hey, if we needed to make Star Wars back the fuck off, we'd do it this way. The live stream. I can hear Cry for the Planet. I could hear Cry for the Planet. Do I just have one downloaded? I don't think I do. Kinda wish Newgrounds just had a radio. Sunforge. Yeah. Lightsabers, and then there's us nutters. So far it's like the 2, maybe 3 of just Rainmakers and then Fool's Idols just then. Get away with your posting, I'm doing a stream. Gotta get on that grind. Make a really good, like, hey, look, this is a really cool hilt, and here's the lightsaber that goes with it. Sozenpada from Unlucky. We don't get many of these. So good. Yeah, like, this is... Disney's gonna weep. Fisher's... Light Rapier kind of has that vibe, yeah. Rapier's kind of... I love them. They're really fun. But they don't have the same visual hit. I would put this sail on sideways for a dagger like this. That's just me. You get the Norse booze. I get it. This is like a last 20 years symbol. It's not ancient. It might have been 1980, so it's the last 40 years. Zweihander, that's too long. Is it? Because this is only 30 centimeters. The face of the anvil. Resmag tutorial, Glory Senders, Double Sider. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. That's going on the list. Something unique about unique blades. Yeah. That was... Oh, okay, I'll put the link down first, because I don't know how to pronounce German names. Where am I? Here we are. Summoning me for my knowledge. Well, okay. Give us a moment then. Gotta make sure that we're on the right spot here. Yeah, okay, we're on the right spot on the search. Alright, stream. Stare at them. Do rapiers need stiffness or not? Okay, complex question. Simple answer. Yes-ish. So, rapiers varied wildly throughout their like useful history. Some 200, 300 years. Let me bring up some examples. Rapier, Alpins. Huh. Hope y'all like PMC. So, rapiers varied wildly throughout their existence. I might have held this one, actually. They have stiffness. They are not floppy blades, but they do have flex. They're from a time where steel is good enough to bend. Let's get one of these ones. I think this is from the Met. Like, this one's got a bit of stiffness, and there are ones that have more. This one's bordering on a side sword here. See how wide the shoulders are? It's not quite wide enough, but like, we don't know how it handles. Maybe it is a side sword. But this is more likely going to behave like a rapier. It's a little thick. I don't know. And that's really the thing that people got to look at is when they're naming a sword, naming a weapon, is how does it work? Right? Like, unquestionably a rapier. Nope. No ads. What happened? What? I clicked on this one and I got redirected to an ad. Let's see what they said about that. Will the width of the blade be at the handle to the tip? So, hold on. Not much in the way of distal. But not much in the way of profile taper. So, 3 cm-ish. Yeah. One of the big things with rapiers is that, like, they're about as wide as your grip. They don't really have shoulders. Rapiers don't have shoulders much. And when you actually look close at their tips, you do see the profile taper, but you see that most of the tip... What just happened there? Go back. This is for everyone in here, right? Open. Most of the change happens very close to the tip. So this goes from like 3 centimeters down to maybe 2. Let's get another good one. That one doesn't have its tip. Here's a bit. This one's probably Spanish here. So most of the gradient happens right here. And that's because you do want that blade stiffness. You do want it to stay in line. But it doesn't take much to put a point in somebody, right? And it doesn't take much to put a point in somebody. They're still flexible. They're just not bendy. They're not whippy. So, like, right here is a really good example of what I mean. It's like, there's the end of the blade. There's the beginning of it. So we're looking at, like, that's almost down to 1.5. Much of the way shoulders come with the thing, so... I'd need actual numbers. Most of the end is in the... Or most of the taper, most of the change. There we go. Back to what we were doing. Hut! So we just got the mouth. Got a decent flower. Nobody has added a flower yet to Mononoga. I mean, Cygnus is just fucking fantastic. We'll come back to it. Did I do... I mean, this entire challenge was underrated. The full challenge was underrated. Here we go. Huh? Toss a Cygnus black hole. I forgot a dash here. Go back to this. Rapier-esque thing. Yeah, we'll go with esque. Lots of esques. Let's not worry about it. Someone learned floating stud real quick. Good for them. Ooh. Apparently this is an anarchy piece. That's not bad. We don't have too many in the way of foils at all. What the fuck? Any ideas? I don't know what the fuck you're doing with it. You know, maybe a waterfall would be good? Trying to make a bow. Don't make bows out of swords. First step, don't make bows out of swords. Umi no Yusha. Oh, yeah. Someone deciding they wanted to do 5 million hours of cross-sections. You can see it in the light. That's why I don't really like the cross-section Hamon as much. Even though I think I invented it. It's still not my favorite. I'm gonna put a big air quotes around invented. I don't know for certain. Ooh. I like the shape. I like the shape a lot. Oh, this is the lightsaber. I think this is the one that got into the list already. That's fine. I like it. I don't like what it does with the blade, because the blade is supposed to be flat, right? Cyberpunk Saber, not too bad. Vajra Shogoe, I love my own pieces. Sometimes I'm like, there's another one. There's another one. I wouldn't even look at most of these. It's just, sometimes there's tiny things where I just pop off and I love it. The thing I'm most proud about on this, by far, is the knurling. Because you can only see one side of each pattern, and that was a lot harder than it looks. Like, a lot harder. What else we got here? Yeah, I wish we could make it flat. And we kind of can. We're going to do a fuller Hamon for it. That's why we do the single fold. Single fold Resmag, and you can just do flat fuller Hamon. Which I guess I'll... You know what? Fuck it. No, we'll continue with the list. But I'm probably going to do that later on. Like while I'm playing D&D tonight. I'm the wizard. I only have to pay attention for about 5 seconds before my turn, and then I need to do as much advanced calculus as I possibly can. That's not bad. Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you already got a bunch of ideas. That's why we do it. Get the bangers going. Keep the beat. Offer to Jacques. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. What else we got? Glorious Ender. We need to get a sword in this guy's hands. Another anarchy piece. I think this is one of the underrated anarchy pieces. Just because it got a fucking mirror in it. Oh, hold on. Make sure I'm actually at the bottom of this list. Yes, okay, good. Mirror, rust, contrast. I think it's just square quillins. I'm pretty sure it's just square quillins next to each other. It might even just be stacked cubes. But that's what makes it so good. It's like, it's just something, but it's popping off like it's more than that. And that's where anarchy fucking shines. Lessons that I cannot teach. Some of them that I know, and some of them I can figure out instantly. But like, it's better to have someone who can actually fucking do them. It's not much good to try and explain something if you can't show people. It might help, but... Defern, what do you got going on here? Any interesting color schemes at least? Eh. It's not bad. So very few people having it in. I am brushing past a lot of the katana because I've seen so many fucking katana. Ooh. Not bad. Spears. Everyone underrates spears, but once you use a spear, you're like, oh, I get it. Oh, here we go. Copy message link, static, sunflower. Just a good use of color. A lot of the katana fall flat, yeah. This is an influx of Japanese users we had all back to back. So you can usually see on the sidebar for a lot of them. Yeah, well, there's the same person I think today. But for a period of time, we just had like maybe 10 or 12 Japanese people just come in and start making stuff. I don't think they speak a lick of English, that's fine. Some of them using ChatGPT. Welcome. All of them. This unlucky kid? Yeah, it is. As soon as I scroll down, I was like, that's a real sword with a ruler next to this unlucky kid. You can tell what he's going for. That's not a Mina spud? Is it a Mina spud? It is. This is a Mina spud. From Bicol. I believe that is in Indonesia. Somewhere in Southeast Asia. We got old Captain Hook. That's just a nice little dagger. I like that. Come on, what else we got? Floating ferrule, not even, just 4 rings. I am in fact a fan of Naruto. 5-pointed star design. Guess we do have single degree angles now. Punch blade. Wouldn't punch with that, and it would torque out of your hands like a motherfucker. That might actually be appropriately sized. Guard needs to be longer. That's so good just to see normal swords sometimes. Red, gold, purple, not quite doing it for me. We really need green. Green would go so hard there. Like kind of a toothpaste mint green. Or possibly a deeper emerald green, but mainly the toothpaste mint green. Same sort of shade for pink as well. What are you? And the D&D... Oh, hold on a second. Well, that's fire. It's just a well-done fucking spear. Yep. Just a good stone spear. Take any pink you get your hands on? Yeah. I really want a metallic pink and a metallic green. Either an emerald green or like a deep grass green or a lighter copper rust green. In fact, both, actually. I'll take both. I definitely want a shiny one. Who is this? Mathis! Used stone. Pink and green are the two missing pieces of our puzzle when it comes to metals. Like, a purple sword would be okay. A darker blue would be great, sure. Even a darker red wouldn't go astray. But, like, getting the same quality of green and pink as we have for Blued Steel, and getting the same quality green and blue as we have for Dragon Blood would go pretty hard. Saber. Look, guys, it's a saber. It's a saber. Wait until you see what a falchion looks like. God, I love games that have swords in them. I hate how games that have swords in them never seem to know what the fucking color swords. Like, how can I be at the same time weapon typology is a nightmare, and then, yeah. How can I be like, weapon typology is a nightmare, and then, in almost the same breath, but you did it wrong. Ah, so good. This one is rather appropriately rated. Oh god, I'm so fucking tired. I have stimulants in my system. You think I'd be doing fine right now, but no. I'm gonna need to take a nap after this stream. We are currently 5 days out of 2 months since the release of the game. What the fuck you got done here? Nothing. Just look that way because of Discord impression. That's kind of neat. Yeah, we'll put it on the list. When you're streaming, it's exhausting. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get some fucking multiplayer going at some point. That's how we grow our numbers. Where's my list? So who is this? This is Alexander 08. With some flat manipulation. Which we don't see enough of. It's less about the fuller, it's more about the flat here. Hello? Well, what is this doing to my eyes? Why does it feel different? Is it just a better use of contrast? I don't think it's getting in, but it came close. Little rust build. Static's girlfriend. Little Pugio. Little dagger. Oh, Cygnus. Ah. One of yours? What are we looking at? Yeah, streaming's way... I do like the disconnected swirls. Streaming is underrated as an energy drain. Like, people don't understand how fast your energy leaves you when you gotta talk to chat. Oh, that's actually fire. This is like a beginner's first Jumonji Yari, but it is fire. What is even your name here? Nyoki. Yep, one of the things with the Japanese guys, they never respond. Because they don't understand English, which is fine. It's not their main language. Nyoki. With a... I'm just gonna put a Jumonjiari. We almost lost. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why multiplayer is so good, is sometimes you just let other people talk. Recover a bit. Trying to fill the space yourself gets just so wild. Checking chat, making sure that you're in the right space, making sure that you're not missing shit. But then if you're playing with other people, you're like, hey, you, fuck you. And you just made 5 minutes of content as they fucking just bitch at you for the next 5 minutes. Hello, Ethel. We're going, this is functionally the underrated list. This is performing the same task the underrated list was doing. What the hell? It's the air quotes octagonal pair, our twisted spiral pommel. Honestly, that's just a cool Meduki. Huh! Momo! Cool Menuki. Huh!
How's it going, Ethel? How you doing today, sweetheart?
Now that you've held swords and used them to hit people, Ethel, I imagine that the things you're making... It's a Mahan. Yeah, Monhun.
Monster Hunter.
Jovan. Mommy. Yeah, you already made good swords. Now that you've held and used swords more, I imagine there's going to be some things that are just like, oh, behold a banger in multiple languages. Another, oh yeah. God, that's fucking sick. I love it. You really gotta drink in Anarchy's swords. You gotta... Yeah, right? If you've not been paying attention, Anarchy is a professional artist who's been haunting the Bladesong Discord. Always remember, content warnings make the phobias worse. Ah, the Oni mask. I love it. When I was first getting into Buddhism... Oh, no, you haven't. Oh, did someone get banned? Oh, no, everyone's banned from competing. Well, yeah, I was first getting into Buddhism. Someone told me, like, yeah, Oni are what happens when you fall off the wagon entirely. When you're just like, fuck it. And you perform some of the unforgivable acts. We don't have sins. But there are a couple things where it's like, I guess you're going to super hell now. Fuck, sorry, man. I've yet to be able to confirm that. Oh, hold on. Nope. We're gonna go back. I have indeed seen your sketches, Ethel. No! It's reset us! Good thing we got our sidebar here. How far down did we go? Vajra Shogoe. Let's go 45. We're close. That might even be a 50. I shall look at some of your sketches, but I remember that some of our message history has details about you, which might not be the best thing to have on a stream. There we go, there's Momo. I also just realized the fucking Blossom Hamon. Turn to the king. We're gonna go past the spider again. There it is. We're going to set our thing here. What? Ooh. Underutilized color scheme. But it's definitely one we've put on the list before. But yeah, I've seen your recent sketching. I've seen you post them in the other server. Eyebrow raise, eyebrow lower, eyebrow raise, eyebrow lower. Ah, yes, the single fold resmag doing its job. Another Glory Sender. Glory Sender's so close to putting out good swords. None of them quite make it, but damn. Oh, I was looking for that one early this morning. Because I think it was Glory Sender that posted, get the fuck out of here. No bots in my chat. Don't get me wrong, I am all for the advent of artificial intelligence. When they get to intelligence, I'll let you know. Be calm, bot. But, not that type. That type can get the fuck out. Yo. Do we have actual detailed Tsuba? Yeah, that's actually a detailed Tsuba. Relief Engrave, no less. Welcome to the list. I've been waiting for someone like that. And it's Fool's Idol again. No pronouns listed. Well, they're doing good. It's pretty fucking cool, Suba. Momo again using dots as intended, which I don't think I've ever done. Probably should do it. Another Master Sword. Another Montante template. I probably should have used that. Someone doing another Star Scourge? Yes, they are. My favorite sport is Radon Ball. It's just baseball, but Star Scourge Radon is a constant field hazard. And here's the pitch. Oh, and there's a meteor landing in the middle of the field. So close. Someone made a really good Cloud's Greatsword, which has the single cross section, as is tradition. Unlucky Kid, I think, is the only one who does the double flat round pommel. Oh, static cooking. What's happening here? Nothing super special, but a good idea. Yeah, we'll get this one when it's done. Why would we fucking not? These poor fuckers. Oh, apparently we're back into this song. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, this is the sort of thing where I need to be like, hey, wait a minute. They got the backwards one. How did you not know this? Which one was it? The various light environments? Yeah. We only recently got a bunch of people figuring out how lighting worked. Ooh. Not bad. Beef Wizard, another one, who's just like, I'm just waiting for them to click into like 2 or 3 things about sword design, and we'll see some absolute bangers out of them. What are you doing? Nothing new. Another Baydana. Oh, it's not Unlucky Kid. The Machichowski Chopper. Yeah, that one's a hard one to do. I'm not even gonna try for one of those. Like, it's possible, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Acoustium. What are we both coming in clutch for? Huh? I cast Explanation. It's so bad. I love it. I've already had a few straight razors. That happens. You get people who'll just, like, meander around in the design phase and never quite put out the fire that we're looking for. It's got a really nice little crucifix on it. I gotta make more Buddhist swords. Honestly, that might just be a good example of a chain. Who's this again? Pior. Pior? Huh? The Impotent Edge. Goblin Spec Swords. Every time we run into a noble in story mode, you cut off another piece of rebar, you put a hilt on it, and you hand it to him. Yo. Honestly, I kind of just like the collar on the sheath. Yeah, we're putting this in for the sheath. Yeah, look. It wasn't the hardest, it was the sheath. So, Odysseus. Apparently, I misspelled their name in the exact same way further up. Where is it? Revolution rapiers no more, correct. Collar. And end. Shift enter. From what? Something. Some Gooner game. Gnomes! People start to figure out that you put the crossguard below the complex bits. Good. I've seen too many crucibles. They're starting to kill it for me. What else do we got? Won't be going too much longer. We got another half hour left before I need to go. I'm definitely taking a nap before D&D. Dance of Frenzied Petals. Fuller end glitch. We figured this out, by the way. We figured out what was causing that. It is good, though. Not going on the list, but it is good. Woo! Yeah, the Fuller end glitch. Let me update our search. Let's see. I'm a little too far forward. If I change out the tab, it's gonna just get rid of my shit. Okay, here we are. Under bug reports. How do we unfuck the flow? I don't know how to unfuck it, but it's this here. The end of the Fuller. Let me grab one of our... We're going to grab the deleter. And I'm going to put... Change length. Huh. So, behold. Add Fuller. It's that the Fullers extend past where they're supposed to. See right here? Like, this is the end of the Fuller ability, and there's a little bit of triangle left. That interferes with side Fullers and with the edge of the blade. If I try to push this in, see how it goes past this? It goes up to here. And in fact, if I offset... Oh, no, not offset on this one. If I try to put another one here, I think? Either way, like, this ability goes up to, like, here. And if I try to move... Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll move this. Look. Right here. That's the end of the Fuller glitch. The ability ends here and it goes past for another centimeter. And that sometimes transitions onto the edge of the blade if you're too close to it. You can see it in the middle of this Fuller here. And I think it has to do with it actually overriding this Fuller even when it's not applied as an ability. But I'm not fully sure. But that's where that comes from. That's the end of Fuller glitch. I don't know how we didn't figure that out sooner. But as you can see, it lines up with the other, with the one where you've got one-sided Fuller. Back to share your creations. Huh? See, it tried to bring me back up too high. Hanako hime kyoran hanabira no mai. Sightless Quest Sword. What else we got? Yeah, time to keep that in mind. Which does mean we can do some very very weird designs with side fillers. At what point does the swept tilt become... Take your fucking typology as a nightmare sticker. Oh, why is it not loading? Come on. I think that is still a rapier. Depends on the taper. Hati. Skål. Glory Sender doing some stuff. I might as well take a better look. Not the greatest photos. That's kind of neat. What? Is that floating? I think those hands are floating. I think those hands are floating. Yeah, we'll take the... We'll hold on a second. Floating hands there. There we go. That's a decent one. Dorioso doing absolute ice. Is that... Am I pronouncing that right? Dorioso. Let's see what we got here. Kind of a cool mouth thing going on. Right? That's why we do this. Someone actually did this sword on the Reddit, like, today. Hold on, let me update our search. I think it was today. Might have been last night. Right there. We got the hook sword. And the fact that they're listing it as a 19th century Spanish cavalry saber means that they're probably in the R Swords Discord. Now we're just going to jump to this. Phoenix Needle. It's kind of nice, actually. One from Dan the Man. Okay. Dan the Man's another weird one. Someone who's just like, hey, I'm just going to put either something completely unremarkable or something fire. And just leave. Like, what? Huh? That's pretty fucking good. Honestly, just the wood in the metal ring would get it on this list. Azu Ashio. I caught myself. Apparently their own emblem. Good. Sword for D&D campaign. We all need to watch the Russian version of The Matrix, Night Watch and Day Watch, which is about Russian vampires fighting over the Buddhist chalk that rewrites the universe. Fucking anarchy piece. Nothing to say about this one. We're just gonna move on. No, it's fire. It's so funny that, like, anarchy doesn't want to be intimidating, but everyone looks at an anarchy piece and they're like, what the fuck? That's kind of cool right there. Anarchy's biggest virtue, by far, is patience. Good thing in most part English weapon, French weapon names translate. Good. Oh, there we go. There's the full one. Did he drop the words for that? I don't think he dropped the words up here. Yeah, these are floating. They're like one single hilt part, but like I don't think I clocked haha that. So that gets on the list. Hold on. What are you doing? There we go. This is like, I really don't want to be intimidating. All he does, he just gets those moments where he's like, I need to chill out. This is a Buddhist reference. You can tell with the wheel. Oh, from Okami. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, Anarchy's just like, I'm just going to sit down and put dots in a row. And it's more than that. Professional artist knows what they're doing. But, hold on a second. In terms of why it's intimidating, it's mostly just that they know where to put things. How they just put them in order. Decent copy of Inigo Montoya's sword. Every dot is placed with intent, or most dots are placed with intent. Nope. Another pile of Dragon Slayers. Someone made a 3D version of the Bridge of Whispers. Which it's like right there. That's fucking wild. Like, did David see this? That's so sick. That's kind of cool. What do we got here? Nothing too special. Oh, another one of the Japanese. Might be one of the Japanese players. Maybe new. Maybe no. What else? We're still getting our list. It is growing. What are you? What are you doing? Interesting use for sledge. Another anarchy piece. Can't actually hold this. Oh, they're coming in from the side. Okay. Maybe. Maybe that works. What do we got here? Example of a basket. Yay. Oh shit, two-handed basket. Remember that's there. Two-handed one. Come on. Give us some good ones. That's okay. I like how we have so many people who come in and ask, like, hey, how do I get the 3 dots at the top of an executioner sword? And, like, there's a single example that has that. We're like, well, if you do without the dots, we can make it so you don't hate yourself. We should probably revisit the Game of the Year contest now that we have all the colors. Static's still doing the work. Oh, sorry, hold on. A very brief story. Static has made this much of a snake. Question first, is the dupe glitch helpful? Oh, there we go. Shift clicking, no, the dupe glitch. The OSRS people. And the response, hold on now. Yep, blew my fucking mind, thank you. What is this, Type 14? I love Type 14s. Might be a Type 15. It's got the fuller. But just the triangular blades, they're so good. Now, More cats. Greatsword. Well, this is a problem for a lot of people. They don't really check the thickness. The width, rather. 4 centimeters. Hold on. That's, almost 2 inches wide? Where the fuck are my calipers? I have misplaced my calipers once again. A great shame has descended upon me. Oh, hello. That's a really good interpretation of that. Okay. Missed that. You mind if I can... There we go. There are times when having the single cross-section actually doesn't go that bad. It looks pretty good. Another shell guard. Flame Point Mochi. Is this the person who did, Starlight King? Hold on, we're gonna update our search. We're gonna update our search by a few pages. We're about a quarter of the way through. Try 57. Oh yeah, nailed it. So if I go to Blade for the Pit, was it? Blade for the Pit. Hello. Welcome. Lisaila? Painter? Lisaila? Welcome, Painter. Right now we're going through the Bladesong Discord, and we're building the underrated list. We're actually coming up on time to end the stream. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. I need to go to the top. Blade for the Pit. Thank you, Jonas, who now has my piece as his PFP. Where's Blade of the Wizard King? Oh, Wizard King. Starlight King? Someone is pinging me. It's Dorf. Dorf can wait. Blade of the Starlight King. By... what does it actually say? So, no, they are different people. This is still one of my favorites. Kind of got that kyber knife shape. Quite well done. That's why I did Void Spanning Lord. First attempt outside story mode. Is there anything, like, noteworthy though? Not really. What about this one? Momo's got a cats. Again with the dimples. We already got those listed. Kind of like a Jan, but not quite. Look at the lack of profile taper that does it for... Oh, hello. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Alright, welcome to the list. Levitts again. Levitts with a double grip. Relief. God damn. Oh yeah. Like I was saying, Painter, welcome. Stay as long as you like. If you have any questions, particularly about Bladesong, ask, because I might know a thing or two about Bladesong. I might be aware of it. Hold on. The meme isn't quite there. I might understand a thing or two about Bladesong. It could be a thing that I'm informed on. About a third of those are mine, too. Ooh, what do you got here? What is with the chains going to swords? What are the Christians just coming out of the woodwork? Oh, yeah, literally inspiring off each other. Story mode heavy hitter. That looks okay. No, I'm a mod, but I've been in this community long enough that I've helped shape it. And as a result, like, there are some times when I do more bug fixing for the mods than the mods expect. There are features about this game that I understand better than the mods. Sorry, better than the devs. Though, that is not all of the features. They're every now and then they'll come in and be like, hey guys, do you know you could do this? And every one of us will be like, wait, what do you mean we could just change the lighting with Control L? But no, I am just familiar with the gaming community in a deep way. And so that's what we're doing today, is we're going through looking for not necessarily underappreciated builds, but builds that can inspire people, which is a hobby of mine. We used to do it every playtest, but now we have continuous release. Several pole weapons. Ooh. I do like that. I do like that design. You can see where they did the one-sided taper to get rid of the edge. Ah. Bet. Dawnbringer. I might as well take a closer look. It's okay. Engine is Unreal, which does have some downsides, but we've made it work. One of the problems with Unreal is that the engraving order isn't really a thing we can do. I think so. Oh, let me put those on the right lighting. We've been able to make a lot of... Why? Oh, right. I'm in the secret backgrounds. Hold on a second. There's the floor. Where's the white ones? Yeah, we've been able to do some things that we're not really supposed to be able to do. I think it's Unreal 5. I'm not fully certain on that. This is the cyberpunk background. I think that the real background's all the way over that way. Maybe that way. I could just lose my sword now. Hold on. Where's the... There's the sword. I don't know if I can get farther away. Oh. It's this way, isn't it? Or is it down? Who even knows anymore? We've done some... Yeah. Wonderful. Please play it. The story is actually good. And the creative mode is insane. Like... There, let me just... Main menu. Well, I didn't start that way, Black Metal, but yes, I did. The, like, story mode gameplay, pretty simple. You've got a forge, you've got resources you've got to manage, you've got action points, you take commissions, and you just make swords. Which I have enough for 2 today. I could do... Hold on a second, let me take a look at this. 7 and a 6 as an example. Well, yeah, that's how we get the secret backgrounds. And normally, the game just looks like this. But when you go into creative mode, you get access to sliders. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Feel free to join the Bladesong Discord. Discord.gg/Bladesong. Let's get this down to an appropriate sword thickness, which would be 0.6. Close enough. What do we need on this one? Fuck all weight, high balance, some speed, some sharpness, fuck mobility, fuck impact. So we're looking at change width. Balance is up really high, so I might not put a taper on it. Narrow point? Ugh. I'm probably going to need to increase the length. Cross section. Yes! We do have a couple of professional artists now in the Discord. Let's see, hilt mode. It's not for the weight. Can we keep the balance up is the question. Stiffness, I need more thickness for stiffness. We put a ring pommel on it. Where's the ring pommel gone? Down here? Ring pommel. Huh. Weight is too high. Nonsense. Oh, wrong way. There's our stiffness. We're going to need more width for sharpness. Come on. There we go. No. There we go. Narrower point. That is all you need to do for, like, the story mode side. That gets you money, that gets you salvage. There's a phenomenal backstory going on. I don't know if they're looking for 3D artists or tech artists anytime soon, but feel free to apply. Because we got it to the point where one of the guys was so crazy. Why did this not work? There we go. Wish me luck, Smith. Oh, it's lumber camp guy. But, hold on. Exit main menu. One of the people who was in the community was so good at manipulating the blades, he got hired as a 3D dev. And he's the reason we have so many different sword parts. And designed some of the monsters. One of the monsters that show up. Currently, 1 of 1. Oh. We, of course, have taken this very intuitive engine and gone a little bonkers with it. Where's Vajra Shogole? We've gone a little bit bonkers with it, and it's just so intuitive once you know how to place parts to start making things that seem impossible to people who don't know what they're doing. I love this hill. I'm so proud of this. The one-way knurling. The lightning going everywhere. So good. And as we've seen, as we go through the Discord, people have a lot to offer in terms of inspiration and breaking the game. The devs are still trying to figure that one out. That is a glitch we can do with the very tip of the sword. It's probably gonna get patched. That said, the devs try to avoid patching things that are just cool to be cool. And in fact, several things that we've done to break the game, like transverse engraving, and bring up Abalone, have been kind of supported. They've added more parts to make it easier for us. Where the fuck is Abalone gone? There it is. Absolutely. It is great fun. This is unintended behavior that is now just part of how we do things. Free demo. Big selling point. Thank you, Jackalope. The free demo we've done a lot of really good things with. And on top of that, it's really easy to just make a good sword if you want to make a sword. Especially in creative mode. Like, hold on. Look how fast you can do this. Bring this out to 80 centimeters-ish. That'll be good enough. Change width. 5. 5's good. Change thickness, bring this down to 6. Oh, it's a little thick. Slap on the point. Taper width. Right around there will be good. Taper thickness. Where's the point ability start? Point ability starts right around here. I'm going to bring this down to 0.2. Slap on a cross section. Bring that most of the way to the middle. Slap on a second cross section. Bring that all the way to the tip. Put a blend on it by right-clicking the orange loop. I'm going to bring that out a little further. There we go. What's next? Fuller. One fuller in. We'll put some short side fillers in. recenter those. These are also available for 3D print. They don't come with a texture, but you could just get the STL file if you buy the full game. Resize these, make them smaller. Take the blend back up. Change the blend shape. Put a little tiny bit of flamboyance in the middle. Oh, not that much. That much. Polish blade. Polish fuller reverse. Polish side fuller reverse. Hit the hilt mode. Yeah. It is so fast to just make a sword that works. Did I screw up the edge here? I can make that a little thinner. Slap on a quillin block. Slap on some good quillins with it. Get some end caps on those. There's a good end cap. The Mad Narrow. I wonder how they named that one. Mad Narrow. Weird. Suspicious name. Where's one of our round caps? Pike. Distort these slightly. In fact, shift-click to copy things. Slap on some grips with a weird taper. Let's do a mild taper. Then do an inverse taper. Oh. Give me the inverse. There's the inverse. Grab a default. We're going to change the color on this one. Let's do purple. And then we'll put wood in the middle. And we'll get a riser. Where's our risers gone? Risers are right here. Then we'll do another taper. Make that one wire wrap. It runs extremely smoothly until you begin breaking it like we do. Then pressing Ctrl-Z might be a 2-minute ordeal. But you gotta kind of really push it to do that, you know? I'm gonna make these longer. The part of me that actually hits people with a sword is just like, no, that's not long enough. Huh. That's not long enough for a two-hander. Length. And we're going to back off the point. And I'm going to make that cross-section fade in a little bit differently. This cross-section needs to be a little more narrow. There we go. Bam! I've got a decent-looking sword. Slap a smith mark on it. They're very, very clever with how they're positioning the vertices. It's a lot less in terms of vertices than it appears to have. Where's gold gone? Huh? What was the thing I was just doing? Right. Smith mark. I'll use... Bam! Sword. Almost usable. I need more weight. Do I need more weight? No, I need less mass up here. I think I've got the taper fucked up. It is a phenomenal game when it comes to making swords, and most people are using it for Dungeons & Dragons games. Taper thickness. I don't have a taper thickness on, that's why. I have a change thickness. Taper thickness. God, Let's bring the point up first. Now this comes down to 0.2. We'll leave it 0.22. That's a little bit better on the balance. It's also the gold pommel, I realize. If I just do this... Oh no, that brings it up. You have to bring this up a bit. And right, I got rid of the tang. As you can see, I've got actual stats when it comes to the cross-section here. Sometimes things glitch out a little bit. Why is that not going that way? Not enough taper? I've got my balance too high. Either way, open this real quick. Yeah, I'll take a look. You can also share your swords. One of the problems when you bend part of the tang, it gets rid of the tang. They're still working on a fix for that. Yep. The community's a bunch of trolls. I love that. I've gotten so many people with that one. Once Robin made it, I was just like, I'm going to memorize the magic words. Those weren't the magic words that I memorized. It does have, once you start getting like too big of a library, like I got a 270 megabyte save file, which is insane, it starts having a little bit of trouble navigating. But there's a lot of creativity that can go into it. So I highly recommend you pick it up. I'm not even the craziest person here. Joke's on you, it's a good song. I'm not even slightly the craziest person. This is Thracian Arms. Technically Thraxian Arms by Robin. Which is fucking insane. Yep. Hold on. I think I accidentally changed a piece of that. What was one of the other crazy ones I've got in here? I mean, Timberfang's iconic. The original Timberfang is up here. One of the first ones I downloaded. Where the hell is Timberfang? That's in there somewhere. Should pop out really fast. I have no idea why it's not. Kind of surprised that Gonjuga's that high, actually. Timberfang should be right around here. Because that's when we got the sharing option. Flowering Lily, which unfortunately broke. There's Timberfang. The original Timberfang, which led to a guy getting hired. Background has 5cm grid. Kind of wish it was a bit better in terms of how much we could see it, but it is super helpful. What was one of the other crazy ones we had? I mean, there's Anarchy. There's always Anarchy stuff. Oh, yeah. Of course, every now and then there are community challenges. Features we'd like for this game to have in the near future: pink, a lighter color of green, basic shapes like triangles. Do you like the hand? It's 2 aces. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I love this. One of my favorites. And the ability to place a stud that also has a hard point on it. So, like, this is a stud. I can place this literally anywhere. But I can't place anything on it. this has a hard point. I can't place this just anywhere. I have to place this somewhere specific. And then I can put things inside of it. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to blow your mind. Lenticular graving. See, only one side is engraved in one way. We used to have, like, covers of this stuff just on our agendas going through school. Our little day planners. I've been talking about this illusion for a while. Yeah! I'm so glad. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the loaded dice. So good. But yeah, that should answer your question. We are indeed crazy. One of our greatest joys in life on the Bladesong Discord is making the devs cry or swear. I have a treasured image from the dev Discord, which I'm not in, for the record. They just sent me an image of it. And just, why are they like this? These people have to be stopped, and a link to the Bladesong Discord. Oh, Vajraman Inoga. Yes. It's like, the devs are very, very insistent that people make, or insistent. They build the game so that people can make, you know, like normal swords, which the game is really, really, really good at. But on occasion, someone goes and does something stupid, like builds 100 gnomes. Yeah, if you get the dev saying, I don't understand. Literally, I have a message from Jonas saying, we think we know how you guys are doing some of this stuff. If you're not breaking the game, what are you even doing? Correct. Correct way to think. Show Vajra Mononoga already did. Oh no, not Mononoga. I did Shogoe. Yeah, we'll get Mononoga in a moment. Currently, we're loading 100 gnomes. This is one of the downsides of Unreal. Who the hell's that guy? I still need to fill this. As we get more contests, I'll fill up all the piss names in the back. There's one of the devs. And there's our Me6 implementation. Fleet Fingers. Yeah, you're in here too. You're just off the side over here, I think. There's Foodsmith. But no, I thought I put you over here. Oh no, you're in the back. There you are.
Black metal.
Adaptive building. Yes, the devs are fairly accurate. Active. Now you got me broken. Vajra Mononoga, which currently has a Change the Blade challenge going. I fucking love the gnomes too. The next one, the temptation was to do 100 swords. Like, who the hell's gonna use these? They're tiny. Oh, let's get this on its right background. There we go. You can also do camera flights, though you need an external recording software for it to make sense. Ah, shit. 2. I love it so much. I also just love the hilt on this. So yeah, that's Bladesong. Welcome. Come to the Discord. Build some swords. Show us what you got. Your sword is your property, though when it comes to export, they do have a terms of service that limits the use of it for sale. That's mostly so they don't have to sell, they don't have to get the licenses for the textures themselves. If you export the blade as an STL and then use that, I don't know. Terms of service exists. Now, we were going through said Discord. This is Anarchy, one of our crazy people. Oh, that's the other thing we'd like, is a background that has hard points for lighting. Because we do our own lighting sometimes. And we're limited on size currently. Crown of Stars, that's dwarfs. Yeah, we'll bring up dwarfs. You had to jump directly back in on Anarchy, yeah. Hold on. This needs to be on the correct background. Oh, did something change in the lighting? No, there we go. It's just taking a moment. Well, something's changed in the lighting. Oh. No, no, that shouldn't do it. This should be lit up. Something's a fuck. Something has changed. Is the polish? I think it's the polish. Hold on. One of the polishes has gotten knocked off course. Hold on, let me fix this. No, it's just not picking up the light the same way it did. Interesting. Reduced clip distance? Maybe. Oh no. Wait, no, maybe one of these is just... Did I bust one of these? I don't think I did. I think they're all working as intended. What's the blade material? Oh. That was just normal steel. That should be catching everything. Oh, no, I know what's happening. There we go. I'm reflections on low. Just gonna go back and delete that polish. The lower reflections has a, Oh, yeah, they reduced the clip distance. I forgot. The lower clip distance, does actually have a bit of help there. Yeah, there it is. Control 1. Control 2. Wouldn't mind a background where we didn't have to encase everything inside of giant glowing hilts for this to work. Lumens tweaking, that, yeah. We've made use of that a few times, actually. Eh. These things look absolutely beautiful when you unfold them. One more before we jump back into the list, and then I gotta go. I gotta go after a few more down the list. I want to show off Void Spending Lord, who is just above this. Where are you? Did I do No, I did Void Spending Lord after. Where the fuck is Void Spending Lord? It's Crown of Stars. That's Dwarfs. I did Void Spending Lord before that. That's Nameless Sword? Oh, there it is. Bright yellow. Thank you. This is a problem with streaming. Sometimes you just get blinder. You get more blind. Let's get this back to where it was. Give me a moment. Hup. And where's the... Is that it? That's it. Oh. Come on. There you go. Void Spanning Lord. Quite happy with this one. Things start getting a little insane with the colors. Especially when you start moving things around. Where is it? There it is. That's what the sword just normally looks like. Now, as we were, the One Ring. We'll do 10 more. Put on the underrated list. And then I'll call it. Because I got D&D later, and I really need a nap. Umino Yusha. We already had Umino Yusha. Yeah, okay, they just updated it. I didn't even see Anarchy do this one. This one doesn't work as good as a regular Qatar, but not bad. Theseus, what are you doing here? Oh, he's got sweeps in the middle of the Tsuba. L'épée céleste du Pal Sarol. Pal? Kinda cool. Got a good kukri. More Tsubas. Tsubas is kind of where all the katana are shining. What else do we got? Pocket watch sword. Oh! Yes! Yeah, we're putting that one on the list. Ooh. Almost hit the wrong button. Rainmaker. Pocket watch. 1. What do we got going on here? That's neat. Oh, the updated version? Yeah. As I go through it, if I spot it... Oh, there we go. It's time to stop. White Rabbit's Time Splitter. Alright, we'll grab this one instead. Copy message link. Oh, here we go. Broken Sword, actually a good version of it. Glory Sender. Neat Broken Sword. We don't get too many Broken Swords. But one that fits back together, particularly rare. That's just a nice little gem. Knots. Transformers. More Master Swords. What else do we got? That's kind of cool. I'm not putting it on the list, but it is kind of cool. Ochita Hana Let's take a look. They don't have the second cross-section on the tip. It's kind of an okay engraving. On the Kashira. Weight of loyalty. It's okay. Again, we need another library for the overlapping hilt parts. What else do we got? Wait. This is kind of like a cutlass. That is kind of like a cutlass. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost to the point where we're putting Static's snake. That's just some good engraving. Huh. This is a nice little relief. Oh, updated. There we go. Come on, give us a good set. We do have a decent number, but it's not as long as I would have expected. Glory Center just being like, hey, do you want more eyes? Probably should put Dorf's eye thing on once we get to it. We are currently a single week plus a few hours into the game out of 2 months. Baseball bat. Not a bad cross section. Yeah, alright. Always good for eyes. Oh. Rainmaker being like, oh, so single fold resmag, more fullers? Yes? Okay. Let's put more fullers on the blade than we can tactically get. No! These are Quillins. You thought you could fool me, and you kind of did, but not that much. Oh. Not even single fold resmag. Ah, sick. Do we have a full version? I don't think we have a full version. I'll hold on to that just in case. I didn't see that. I didn't see this. Remember to update that one later. Ooh. The fuck? Oh, it's the end of the pommel. The end cap knob. Yeah, okay. That's clever use of that. There we go. Copy message link. God, that's fire. Also, one of the most over-the-top things that has ever been done. We don't get many non-Resuru tier things where that's the case. Boar hunting sword with the perpendicular crossbar. Surprisingly easy to do with the new parts. What else do we have? It's an interesting lightsaber. Another Keyblade. Another Bloodhound's Fang. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hang on. What have you done? Some frickin' heretic ass engraving. Beef Wizard, welcome to the list. Beef Wizard. Huh? Yay! Copying off a historical piece, no less. There's some things that could be improved, but it turns out I'm a sucker for concentric circles. I'm surprised I didn't see that. This sword ain't from Bastion. Let's see. Like 2 more. Kind of neat. God, what writing is that? Sanskrit? With the bar going along? Or is that Indonesian? One of the Indonesian languages. Dancer's Whip. Yo. Blue Flowers, welcome to the list. Loudix Core. Haven't seen Loudix Core in a while. Turns out I'm also a sucker for fucking flowers. How did you... Oh, no, that's just the lighting. Okay. It's like, how'd you do the black? And it's just lighting. Thanks for stopping by. This is actually about the time where I'm going to call it. I'm going to get one more sword in here, and then I'll be calling it. I like to... I actually love that. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope to see you again. I'll be back up on Saturday. Maybe we'll be doing more of this. Maybe I'll just be doing this in my spare time. Going to finish Outer Wilds at some point, but then I'm going to try and branch out and get some multiplayer games going. Who was this? This was Mila with a cool hilt. All right. Cheers. Peace out, everybody. What's the thing I say at the end? Scene's done. Control. Stop streaming. Bye.